following contest is scheduled for one fall with no time limit. Introducing first, standing to my right. Tonight, he stands at 10 feet tall, weighing 500 pounds. He now resides in Cybertron. He is champion of Hyrule, the ruler of Eternia, and the last son of Krypton. He is Dowie James! And his opponent, he is a four-time WWE Cruiserweight Champion and has held championships in WWE, WCW, ECW, and TNA. All the way from El Paso, Texas, he is Chavo Guerrero!
Well, best of luck to you, Dowie. You're going in there with a guy who managed to reach number 17 in the Pro Wrestling Illustration Top 500. Travis Houston, what did it feel like to stand in the ring with a man of the caliber of Chavo Guerrero?
He is wrestling royalty, Andy, from the famous Guerrero family, and now here in a Melbourne City wrestling ring on our biggest night of our history. But you've got to say, Dowie James has been on a roll, and if he can beat his childhood hero, this is going to catapult him to lengths that not even Dowie James knows possible.
Well, absolutely. Dowie James has been taking on the likes of Adelaide's Mike Boomer and New Zealand's Travis Banks, and although those were some fabulous warm-up contests that were highly competitive, you've got to believe that nothing could prepare him for the challenge that he might feel here tonight. And it's a good thing that he's the last son of Krypton, because he's going to need every ray of the sun to beat this colossus mound of kryptonite.
He is going to need super speed. He is going to need super strength. He is going to need X-ray vision, for God's sake, if he is going to be Chavo Guerrero here, who has flown halfway across the world to be here. And he wanted to find out who this Dowie James guy is. Who's this guy creating waves down here in Australia? And he's going to find out right here at Ballroom Brawl.
Well, this match starts off as it should, with a collar and elbow tie-up. Ladies and gentlemen, you can expect there to be a fantastic wrestling clinic between these two very proud competitors. One from Mexico, one from Australia. This is a true international clash for the ages. Both men now scaling each other, and they follow up, and there's the collar elbow tie-up once again. Dowie takes the arm and forces Chavo Guerrero to the ground.
Dowie James grew up idolizing Chavo Guerrero. It would be amazing for him to be in there, but he can't get starstruck. He's got to win this match. And like I said, Chavo Guerrero!
Well, there's the wrestling acumen of a man from the Guerrero legacy. He was isolating the arm, and there's the arm wringer now, and now putting the pressure deep into the wrist of Dowie James. Dowie James now trying to get out of it, and Chavo, seeing this, has isolated the left shoulder now, and there's the hammerlock reversal. Dowie James is no slouch in that ring.
Well, that's what happens when you grow up watching Chavo Guerrero. Dowie James, probably the best technical wrestler we have in this company, but he's up against the world's best in there.
Right now, Dowie James is holding the advantage with the headlock. These are very basic holds, but ladies and gentlemen, do not undermine it, because at the end of the day, Dowie James is trying to ride Chavo Guerrero. He's trying to really feel him out, to truly get an understanding as to his strength, as to his abilities. I mean, like I say, he's been idolizing him on TV, as you said, Travis, but at the end of the day, it's not like, and a Superman just pushed Chavo Guerrero to the other side of the ring.
I've seen a lot of Chavo Guerrero. I have never seen him shoulder block halfway across the ring like that, Andy. Dowie James has come prepared. Dowie James has lived, slept, and breathed Chavo Guerrero since he found out this match was happening. He will do anything it takes to beat him in there. But Chavo Guerrero didn't fly halfway across the world, hasn't formed the legacy that he has to be beaten easily.
That's beautiful. Chavo Guerrero half Nelson. Dowie James round, takes him down with a snapmare, and now has a very, very deep reverse chin lock. The referee Edwin Lane needs to get in there, just make sure it's not a choke. but I suspect that with Chavo Guerrero, it would not be. Now you can see Dowie James is trying to find the escape, trying to push his own head out of there, and he's got the hammerlock, beautifully executed, and floats over into the headlock. And again, he's just grinding down his opponent here tonight.
Well, Dowie James, some of these holds Chavo Guerrero's are in Dowie James' very own arsenal. And so he's finding out how to get out of them. He knows this technical style that Chavo was going to want to play.
Oh, this time it was Chavo with the shoulder block, went for a quick cover, and straight away actually went for a neck crank, and then floats over into the side headlock stroke reverse chin lock. Now we see Dowie James trying to find the escape, bridges out of it, and follows through. Chavo, however, still has the head.
Chavo not letting go, just sucking the air out of Dowie James.
Oh, tenacious like a pit bull.
Dowie James is not in a good spot at the moment. This is why Chavo Guerrero is regarded as one of the most technical wrestlers in the world. He's got Dowie James right in the middle of the ring, nowhere near some ropes, and he is not letting go. Just so, oh, Dowie James throwing him into the ropes here. Oh, and Chavo Guerrero so quick.
Well, Dowie James trying to disorientate Chavo Guerrero with the use of a sleeper and, of course, of the leapfrogs. And now he hit the drop kick, and now going straight back to the basic holds that are just so prevalent for this contest. And there he is with the armbar right now, and also applying pressure to the side of the head of Chavo Guerrero.
Well, Chavo Guerrero has held titles in WWE, WCW, TNA, and ECW. This guy has won in every big promotion in the world, but he has never won here at MCW. And to make a statement here in Australia, you win on the biggest stage here at MCW.
Hey, let's not underestimate Dowie James. He's a former MCW Tag Team Champion, held that title for just over a year. The match is speeding up. This could go either way. And Chavo Guerrero with a tilt-a-whirl takedown, and Chavo Guerrero rightly going for the cover. Chavo Guerrero, with no disrespect to him, Dowie James has the age advantage. He can possibly go longer. I reckon the longer this match goes, the more it will favour Dowie James. And there's the body scissors now.
He's trying to.
Oh yeah,
he's trying to end it sooner.
He's got the body scissors. He's isolated the left arm. This is a very precarious position for Dowie James. This is a challenge Dowie James might not have been ready for. He's been taking on some very fast, hard-hitting competitors, but Chavo Guerrero must have been watching his tape, because he's bringing a very different strategy. He's bringing a mat game. This is something that Dowie James might not have expected from the Lucha Libre Superstar.
Well, Dowie James, we've spoken about the role he's been on MCW, but right at this moment, Chavo Guerrero giving Dowie James a clinic in there, and Dowie James is going to have to find something. Oh, he's going to have to try and find something.
Every time Dowie James gets back up, Chavo Guerrero knocks him back down again. He is taking his time with the youngster. I mean, let's not dance around this. This is the biggest match in Dowie James's life.
No doubt about it, Andy. And exactly like you touched on before, Chavo knows the longer this match goes, it's going to work against him. So he's working a...
Oh, Dowie James able to avoid the bullet there, and might have bought himself the breathing room that he needed to get the match back into his favor.
You can see Dowie James' face. He knew Chavo Guerrero was going to give him everything, but I don't think he even expected what he's got. Sometimes you've got to think maybe the thought that maybe he bit off a little bit more than he could chew is going through his mind, but now he has to use this moment. He's got Chavo on the outside. Oh!
There's Dowie James using a little bit of that, that cheeky bad boy tendency that he was known for in the Loose or the Reckless, taking advantage. I mean, he wants the victory, and it looks like he might be trying to get it hook or crook.
I don't care. I don't think Dowie James cares how he wins this match. He just must win this match. The build-up has been insane for this match, but Dowie James knows that his life has led to this moment. He is in there with his childhood hero and has a chance to beat him in front of a packed Thornbury theatre. It doesn't get any bigger than that.
Well, it looks like Dowie James might have picked a limb that he's going to try and pick apart. He might have injured Chavo Guerrero's arm on the outside there. He's got that sort of Fujiwara armbar there. Chavo Guerrero desperately trying to get his other arm underneath him to relieve the pressure, and he successfully does so.
Clogged by Chavo Guerrero, trying to keep Dowie James down. I think Chavo's leg.
Oh, Dowie James saw Chavo Guerrero holding his left arm and he took him down with that takedown. And now he's got a seated, raised armbar there, trying to apply further pressure. Chavo Guerrero using his other hand, desperately holding on with the Roman knuckle lock. He does not want it hyperextended, and that's exactly what Dowie James is going for.
I think Chavo Guerrero's shoulder is hurt, and Dowie James, this is his moment. He's got to take advantage of this. He has Chavo Guerrero down on the mat.
Oh, Chavo Guerrero with a quick kick, a little bit of a desperation move, but Dowie James back on point, targeting the left arm, the shoulder. It looks like I think he's settled on a strategy, and it's a bloody good strategy.
Dowie James now with Chavo in the corner. Can he do it, Andy? Can he beat the living legend Chavo Guerrero? And he's got him on the mat. And how many people can say that they had Chavo Guerrero on the mat at the Thornbury Theatre at Ballroom Brawl, Andy? There is no one but Dowie James. And I'm starting to believe he really is the man.
We could be looking at an injury there. That was very unique use of the bottom rope there. And Dowie James, I mean, that left shoulder is like a red rag to a bull right now for Dowie James.
Dowie James can see his dream right in front of him. Quick elbow, and Chavo,
Dowie James modified that back suplex of his, and he dropped Chavo Guerrero onto his left shoulder. Don't think that was unintentional, because it wasn't. There's the cover, but Chavo Guerrero able to kick out at a low end too.
Dowie James knows how close he is. He is this close from beating his childhood hero, and he's just looking around, just looking for, what's that finisher? How do you finish Chavo Guerrero in the middle of the ring?
Well, Dowie James, he's very well renowned for using the Dowie River plunge, the double underhook power bomb. But I tell you one thing, he might be going for a submission at this rate, and that might be the worst way to go. And Chavo Guerrero striking out with strikes. There's the forearm smash, and he's got Dowie James on the ropes. And this is exactly what Chavo Guerrero wants to do. He needs to take the fight back to Dowie James. There's the reversal. Oh, and off the ropes. Oh, Dowie James with the amazing suplex. The Omega Dowie suplex has been a trademark for Dowie James and has helped him massively in his career here in Melbourne City Wrestling. But it was not enough to get a free count on Chavo Guerrero.
Dowie James looking around, thinking, what do I have to do? But Chavo, he looks hurt. I think his shoulder is hurt from earlier in the match, and Dowie James just sucking the life out of him. That boot across the throat.
Tell you one thing, Edwin Lay, the referee for this match, knows full well how important this match is for both men. He's been very liberal on those 5 counts, but I think he needs to get a little firmer in there on Dowie James. He's really testing the patience of the official, and there was a beautiful Dowie-like drop kick right to the back of the shoulder of Chavo Guerrero, which I think is safe to say could very well be hanging on by a single thread.
Oh, Chavo, look, fighting for everything he got. You can see him holding that shoulder.
Can't be easy. He's striking with his right and trying to cradle his left. It's not a good place he wants to be.
Boom!
Headshot!
Chavo Guerrero did not see that coming. 1, 2.
Now, Dowie James, as much as I love you, that was a cocky cover. You needed to get more body on that cover. Hyperextend those legs, get a bit more leverage on it. Chavo Guerrero is not going to be put away by that sort of in-ring shenanigans.
Chavo Guerrero has fought against the world's best, but he did not see that kick coming. Dowie James finding that something, that surprise that Chavo did not expect, and now Dowie is this close, Andy. Chavo knows, I never thought I was going to say this, but Chavo, I think he knows he's in trouble.
It could very well be. Chavo Guerrero, he's just backdropped over the top, but Chavo Guerrero lands on his feet like a cat. And now he catches Dowie James and, wait, he's not going for a suplex to the outside, surely. We've got fans at ringside.
No, Eddie. No. Another surprise kick from Dowie James.
Dowie with amazing spatial awareness, able to land back onto the apron. And thank goodness, because I reckon being suplexed on a guardrail might invalidate your Medicare.
Chavo Guerrero has been in WWE, he's been in Lucha Underground, ECW, TNA, but I don't think he's ever come across a guy.
Dowie. wipeout!
I don't think Chavo Guerrero has ever been one-on-one with a guy with a feet like Dowie James. And that has been the difference so far. And that...
Well, you heard the fans, ladies and gentlemen. They are truly appreciating two of the world's best headed on. Dowie James, no doubt, has a bright future, not only in Australian wrestling, but possibly across the world. A victory over Chavo Guerrero would really put a spotlight on the global stage. And you've got to believe that Dowie James would be a great fit for other companies, the likes of which, like Lucha Underground, for TNA, maybe even the WWE itself. You never know. But until he gets that big victory over Chavo Guerrero, he'll never have the spotlight.
Oh, Chavo!
Oh, pinwheel kick! Pinwheel kick! Chavo Guerrero pulling one out of his old bag of tricks.
Chavo, I don't think he's got enough strength to make the cover. Dowie James and Chavo Guerrero both laid out in the middle of the ring.
I think Chavo landed on his left arm though. You can see him desperately trying to get the feeling back into his arm. That might have been a very risky maneuver. Beautiful pinwheel kick though. It's great to see a classic maneuver like that just come out in the middle of the match.
An experienced guy like Guerrero, he knows when he's in trouble, he knows when he's got to put everything on the line to try and change the tables, and that's what he's done as it's blow for blow here. Dowie James, Chavo Guerrero.
It's the young lion versus the veteran, and there it is, strikes, took him to the leg, and there he goes, cross arm breaker, but meanwhile, Chavo Guerrero's desperately holding on. He's holding on to the butcher's grip at the moment. He does not want to break it. If he does, Dowie James could have this thing. And I reckon, the submission is so close.
I think he's going to tap.
He hasn't straightened the arm yet. Not yet, and he's got the pinfall. He's trying to get a pinfall.
And once again, it was the feet of Dowie James that put Chavo Guerrero in this position. Those feet have been the weapon here.
Official Edwin Lay, he was there checking the shoulder, see if on the mat. Dowie James did an excellent job trying to maintain the pressure on the arm whilst keeping his own shoulders off the mat. Dowie James now rolling out to the outside. He's a very dangerous aerialist. This is a man who has his pilot license, and he's going to smack it right in the face of Chavo Guerrero. And I spoke too soon.
He is too smart, Chavo Guerrero. Here Chavo!
Chavo Guerrero also has his pilot license, and he just took out Dowie James.
I'm going to say it, Andy. Chavo! Because now the tables have turned, and Chavo Guerrero's found that something, just like he has done right across the world. There's going to be a real show of Dowie James's character, of Dowie James's passion. How much do you want this, Dowie?
Tell you one thing. Dowie wants it, but something tells me tonight Chavo brought a little bit of that Latino heat, and he's going to burn Dowie James in the middle of that ring if he has his way.
Dowie James, if you beat Chavo Guerrero at Ballroom Brawl, you get noticed across the world. That is what is up for stakes here. No one remembers the guy that lost to Chavo Guerrero at Ballroom Brawl.
They remember the guy who beat Chavo Guerrero at Ballroom Brawl. Slingshot! Up the top! Cannibal slingshot! Beautifully executed, and Dowie James is showing a great deal of pain. In homage to his famous uncle, Chavo Guerrero, looks like he's setting up for the Three Amigos.
Here we go.
One amigo. Two amigo. He's going for the hat trick.
Those feet of Dowie James again. Stopping the Three Amigos.
Dowie James is going for some triple Dowie Pleck action. Let's see if he's got more than two friends.
He's going for the Dowie Egos.
Chavo Guerrero with the reversal. Picks him up and he gets the third amigo. He's going to keep on going. He's going to keep shading.
Two amigos.
Until he's ready. Sure, that Dowie James is ready to fall.
He got it. Three amigos. And this crowd here at Thornbury Theatre eating up every second.
And Chavo Guerrero just signaled up high. You got to believe he's going to go for the frog splash to try and end this thing. And if he connects it, you got to believe that Chavo Guerrero is walking out of the Thornbury Theatre victorious, and Dowie James's unbelievable hot streak will end in the middle of the ring.
Oh, Dowie getting to his feet. Oh, he got to his feet, that quick kick to the back of the head. And Chavo is in a very bad position at the moment. We've seen Dowie do this before.
Dowie James now looks like he's going for a top rope Dowie plex, but Chavo Guerrero knows there's only one way to go, and that's down, and he's fighting out of it with his good arm.
Chavo Guerrero, fighting with that head, and Dowie James is blocked. Chavo Guerrero.
He's in the golden position to land the frog splash, but will he hit the pond?
Here it, frog splash, Chavo Guerrero, 1, 2, 3, the foot's on the ropes!
Dowie James got his foot on the bottom rope. Chavo Guerrero can't believe it. He's convinced that he actually won this thing.
Fantastic officiating by Edwin Lay, seeing that very late-footed Dowie James, and this match continues here at Ballroom Brawl. I thought that was it, Andy. Chavo Guerrero, I don't think you can see the look in his eyes. He has a lot of respect for Dowie James, but respect means nothing when you're on this stage.
Chavo Guerrero with a ferocious European uppercut. You saw him trying to get a bit more strength back into that arm, and now you got to wonder if Chavo Guerrero has lost his cool, just stomping away on his younger, sort of, just more driven opponent. I mean, maybe he didn't expect this heart from the young challenger. Oh, and it looks like he might be going for the gory bomb.
Oh, Dowie James transferring the weight, making sure he doesn't get lifted here. Chavo, he wants to end this right now. Oh,
gory bomb! He's going for the gory bomb. If he hits this, it's good night, Irene.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Dowie's done it.
Dowie James,
Dowie's done it.
Dowie James did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Dowie James! Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dowie James and Chavo Guerrero!
Two of the best aerial and technical competitors brought it all here tonight for the fans here in the Thornbury Theatre.
Man, it is so good to see indie wrestling alive. About 5 years ago, indie wrestling was over. It was dead. There was nobody, there was no talent, there was no fans going to watch it. And if you ask these promoters here, they'll tell you the exact same thing. But after everybody started realizing that the best wrestling and promotion in the world was not in WWE. Yeah, sure, they got the glamour and the glitz and all the fireworks, okay, fine. But the actual wrestling, no. It was all of these independent wrestlers that got turned down by the WWE. That's WWE, and the big boys said that they didn't want. So all of these wrestlers, all the ones you see in the back, and all the ones that other indie promotions all started finding work on their own. They started going to Japan, they started going to the UK, they started going to America, and they started coming to Australia. And all of a sudden, little by little, independent wrestling
became the best wrestling in the world. And I mean that. So I want to say thank you to Dowie. He's a hell of a talent, very good. He beat a Guerrero tonight, so you got to give it to him there, right? And I got to hand it to MCW. Thank you for bringing me out here and letting me play in your ring. Look at this crowd. You don't see this other places. Look at this production. You don't see this other places. And look at that wrestling. You do not see that other places. So let's hear for MCW. 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 And last but not least, to the person who, I think I need a beer. Maybe a couple of them. And let's hear it for the person who does that frog splash better than anybody in the world. Eddie, Eddie, Eddie.